Anthony, I know this is voluntary. Is it okay that some guys aren't here, or is it fine that they'll catch up at some point?
Yeah, I think the guys that are here, guys are getting into great work. Guys are, embracing it. Just the off season, getting together, getting the communication and all that stuff, getting some work in. And the guys that aren't here, I'm pretty sure they're doing the same thing. Different places. So I don't think it's a big deal. Obviously, we'll be happy to get all the guys back from mini camp and heading into training camp. So, but I think for the most part, guys are getting great work wherever they are. And the guys that are here, we're working as well.
Is it also a positive, Anthony, that the guys that are there are a lot of the new faces on defense? You guys are able to kind of get to know each other and build some camaraderie right out of the gate.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing for myself and a lot of the other guys, Malik, just to get here. Again, first year in a new system, getting some new terminology, some new communication. Which is huge definitely as the Mike linebacker, getting that communication, getting that comfortability with the team and everybody. I think that's a huge, for my job description, a huge step in the right direction. So me being here was pretty much a no-brainer.
Thank you.
And we'll go to Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Anthony, to follow up on that, did a lot of the guys on defense talk about those factors that you just mentioned? Like, hey, we got a bunch of new guys. It'd be good if we could get together and build some familiarity.
Yeah, we talk all the time, every day. Pretty much all the guys, all the leaders, and we understand what's at stake and what we have to get accomplished this year. So everybody's working toward the same goal, and we're getting it done. We're working through the process of doing it.
Thanks, Nate. We'll go to Scott Petrick next.
Anthony, were there team-wide discussions? I know JC has been so vocal about not showing up for the voluntary portion. You guys put out that letter or that statement as a team. Have you guys talked as a collective group about whether or not it's okay to show up or not show up?
Yeah. Again, that's we'll keep everything in-house that we talk about here. That's just team code, and we understand that. But we've had discussions. They've gone very well, so we'll leave it at that. But the guys that are here, they're here, and the guys that aren't, we don't feel no way about either way. So we're just everybody's working to get better, whether that's here or wherever they are training and everything like that. And we're all working towards the same goal.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Daryl Ryder is next.
Hey, Anthony, it's May. You guys are learning. Coach Stefanski talked about that. Just you as a player and a veteran, what do you take away from these workouts and these practices?
The offseason has always been for me just about the fundamentals of football. You talk about technique, footwork, communication, the basics of it. As a young guy, it was the same. I think about myself as, when I came in and I was a rookie, how huge that was for me. And even year 5, going into year 5, it's definitely been the same for me. Just getting, the details of the defense down, of the special teams down, the footwork, the communication, the fundamentals of taking on blocks and all that stuff. You can never, I think you can never, say that you've mastered that. So the more work that you get at it, you try to do that as much as you can in the off season, because by the time, week 1 rolls around, then it's week 10 and you're game planning every week. And, the fundamentals, you got to rely on what you did in the off season. So obviously the off season is big for, anybody in our profession.
And just as a veteran, now that you've gotten, I guess, a little bit of a peek of what Joe Woods is going to be asking of you, how much of a learning curve is there for you? How do you have to make a lot of significant changes to your game, that type of thing? Just what's the learning curve like with what you're walking into here in Cleveland?
One thing that a linebacker's job description was never going to change, which is, run, tackle the guy with the ball, intercept the quarterback, and sack the quarterback. So that's still the name of the game for my position. So for me, it's the same thing for the most part. Obviously, some ins and outs, details of the defense and what we're trying to get accomplished with certain coverages and everything like that. But for the most part, it's still football, and I got to get off blocks. I got to, cover the guy in my zone or that I have man-to-man, and I have to sack the quarterback or get in the throwing window of a quarterback or cover the running back, whatever it is. And that's never going to change. So a little bit of difference as far as like communication or the coverage fit, but everything for the most part is still playing linebacker.
Thanks.
Thank you, Daryl. Jeff Shadell, you're up.
To get on to be with a new team, or how would you describe that?
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
I was asking, is it like a new start for you to be with a different team, or is it just the same but a different colored uniform?
It's a new start. I'd say you kind of feel like a rookie, I say, as you're learning the guys and you're coming into a new situation and, the locker room is in a different location or whatever it is. It's weird. But, you relish at the opportunity, meet some new guys, play with a new group, try to take your game to the next level. You relish at that opportunity as a professional. So little differences, but again, it's still football at the end of the day. You still got that same hunger, that same drive to be the best and to be a part of a special team and a special defense. And that's my goal here.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go to Didi Kinkabwala.
Hey, Anthony, I'm going to go back to what you're talking about, learning a new scheme or system. The best coaches will tailor their scheme to the players that they have. And you are going to have so many new guys on this defense. What's the process right now? I mean, are you having input with Coach Woods? Are you saying, hey, I like to do this, or I think we can do this, or is it too early for that?
Like you said, you kind of try to work hand in hand, trying to fit terminology with terminology that I've used in the past and, reverted to this terminology and everything like that. It's all a process. And I think that's the biggest, part of that I've learned being here during these, during this off season is I need it. I need to be here getting the live look at it with, motions and walkthroughs and going against the offense and all that stuff. It's been huge. I've gotten a lot better, from day one to now, just with all the communication and everything like that, understanding the defense and all that stuff. So, like you said, we'll, once all the guys are here and we're going through defense and game plan and everything like that, we'll get everything figured out. But right now, it's my job to learn the fundamentals of the defense, and that's what I'm trying to do now.
Okay, if I can ask another one, I know it's super early, but do you have an initial impression on Myles Garrett for us?
Freak of nature, honestly. Huge person, huge human being. Probably the most flexible guy, big guy I've ever seen. As far as the stuff that I've seen him do in the weight room, strong, all that stuff. He's as advertised as what he is, if I have to say it like that. Just watching him on TV and now being able to be his teammate, I'm much more happy to be his teammate than him sacking my quarterback, in the end zone last year. So,
thank you very much.
Thanks, Adi. We're going to take three more: Matt Fontana, Nate Ulrich, Scott Petrick. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, Anthony, I mean, with the linebacker room, a lot of people expect just two to be on the field with so many safeties being played, but that room also has a lot of guys that were drafted by this regime, a guy like you that's been paid by this regime. Do you get a sense that this is going to be a really competitive position and maybe, hard to get a lot of snaps?
The best player will play, and the best players that help us win will play. And I think that's with any system, that's with any team. You want the competitive juices flowing. You want guys to want to be on the field and want to compete and earn a job to be on the field. And we're all doing that right now. That's our job, to go out and make it hard on the coaches, to choose. And the best 11 are going to play. I always believed in that. especially with, my dad being a coach, he'd always tell me the same thing, I'm going to play the best player. So that's our job, is to go out there and make it hard for the coaches. And I think guys are, putting the work in right now. And, that's our job. And like I said, the coaches are going to play the best guys. At the end of the day, that's winning football. When you have we have competitive depth on your defense and in every room, linebackers, DBs, D-line, guys basically, fighting, clawing, whatever for a position. And that's what you want. And again, it's all out of, the respect of the game and, to want to be a part of, a great defense. And the great defenses have, guys that compete and earn it. So that's what we're trying to do here.
Quick follow-up on that. Do you think it at all helps, or is it an advantage that you guys are here working? Like, does that help the coach when it comes to a decision like that you maybe got a couple extra practices in here in OTAs?
I couldn't speak on that, myself. That's, I don't, that's like, I can't speak on that as a coach perspective. My job is to be wherever I am, getting better. Whether that's here, whether I was still training at home, my job is to train and get better and, compete. And, when guys are here for training camp, it's going to be the same thing. So, don't just, I'm not just going in that, I'm here now and, I'm going to, win a job. No, I have to earn it and I have to keep earning it every day. And, it's one day at a time. So that's my mindset going in.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Matt. Nate, or go ahead.
Hey, Anthony, after Greg Newsome was drafted, he called you a big brother when he was talking to us and said he, had a relationship. What was your reaction to him getting picked and just kind of what do you think he can bring to the Browns?
Yeah, it's funny. When I first signed here, he hit me up and was like, congratulations, everything like that. I was like, in my head, I was like, I think he has a pretty good shot of getting drafted by the Browns. I knew where we were picking and everything like that. And I told him, like, man, I think you're gonna be joining me here. And then the day came, and I texted him that morning, like, Cleveland, like, and he was like, I think so too. And then time goes, and he's here now. Definitely excited for him. He's earned this opportunity, to be able to be playing the game at the highest level. He's earned that through his play in college and everything like that. I saw him, dominate, play with a lot of swag, a lot of confidence. I thought he's probably one of the best defensive backs to come through Northwestern, if not the best. So definitely proud of him. I'm excited to see, him go out and compete and earn it. And a lot of swag, a lot of confidence. That's what he plays with. And, it's going to be hard to, catch a ball on him. I'll say that.
Thanks, Nate. Final question for Anthony goes to Scott Petrick.
Anthony, what are your initial impressions of Jeremiah? And does it kind of signal where the game's going, that he's not the biggest guy in the world, but the Browns love how he runs and how he can play in space?
Yeah, elite athlete. As far as explosiveness, quickness, speed, instincts, all that stuff, he has it. All the tools. Now, it's all about transition the game to the NFL level as a linebacker. I think I struggle with it. We all struggle with it. Coming in from college and now you're seeing pro style offense and understanding different route concepts and all that stuff. So again, just the very beginning, he's a freak of nature and athletically just trying to piece it all together, as far as the knowledge of the game and all that stuff. And he's getting better each day. He made a play today that, that he probably wouldn't have made 2 weeks ago. So just picking up the pace and learning, different tools and different things that he could use and have in his repertoire. I think he's learning that. He's getting better each day. Kind of reminds me, like a lot of people, Darius Leonard, just a guy, just learning how to, really, really understand the game of linebacker rather than just run and hit. I love that. I mean, everybody loves to run and hit as a linebacker, but, the NFL game is a little different. You got to start piecing things together, open up your vision a little bit more. And he's getting better. We all are working on the same thing. So just happy to see him go through that process. Like I told him, it's a one day at a time. You literally take one day and find something to get better at, and you keep getting better each day. And, he'll piece it all together. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a great player in this league.